but you'll miss it if you blink. So now watch out. There's a billion stars right on the brink of now in the Milky Way. In the Milky Way.
Obrigada.
Bom dia everyone, and welcome to Machico on the beautiful island of Madeira, Portugal. So we're in the former capital of Madeira, which is an island in the North Atlantic south of mainland Portugal. It's my second time here because those of you remember back in September 2017 I won a competition and ended up here for the first time, and I fell in love with the place, so much so that I had to come back, and I arrived here yesterday evening on Ryanair's first official commercial flight from Dublin to Funchal Madeira Airport. And so whilst I'm here, we're going to do the usual and explore this beautiful city located on the east side of the Pearl of the Atlantic. There's a fisherman there at the end of the pier. I didn't want to disturb him. Now, it wouldn't be the sunniest of days here because we've just entered early spring. There was dribs and drabs of drizzle, but the sun is trying to shine through. And just up there on the hill, I can see a bit of cloud just behind those trees there. This is the main beach of Machico, which I'm on now. Yes, you can hear beneath me, it's very stony. But just further ahead is a very unique feature to this island, which we'll get to later on in this vlog. I must say they've done an absolutely beautiful job with this promenade along this side of the Atlantic Ocean. Must be the weather for it because there's quite a few of these fishermen out and about this afternoon. So I'm going to take you to the other beach now, and as I said before, this one is rather interesting. But before we get there, there's a unique feature which is right in front of me. It's a bridge which I've not seen the likes of it before. I drove across it last night when I was getting here. You can see that side is where the cars are, and we're on the pedestrian side right now. And that must be the local river flowing into the sea just there. And you can see behind me the rest of the bridge. And we're just about to step onto the other beach now. And as I said, this has such a unique feature to it. Yes, it's actual golden sand. And the unusual thing about this sand is that it was imported in from the Sahara Desert. I think it was from the Moroccan side, if anyone can confirm that who are watching it. But I don't know how it doesn't wash away, but they must have safeguards inbuilt, and it could be that the harbour ahead is enclosed somewhat, so it looks very calm, but it does look amazing. Have a look at that. I'm just right up to the sea now, and this sand is very smooth and the sea is very calm too. In fact, I might take a dip in it later on in the week. I was told it's safe enough anyway. And that's looking back to where the Machico sign was, and you can see the bridge in all its splendour as I'm walking backwards to get this shot along this pier. I hope it's not a short pier because I don't intend on taking a long walk on it, even when I'm going backwards. And you can see the full beach, which is overshadowed by that hill, which I hope to get on top of at some stage because there's meant to be amazing views of this city. And unfortunately, I can't get the drone up because we're in a restricted zone, and because we're so close to the airport, it just simply won't take off. It's one of the safeguards built in. Unfortunately, they're closed, but they're selling bolo de cacao $2.50, and bolo de cacao has to be one of my favourite breads which you can find on this island. So that's the fort of São João Batista. Hope I pronounced that right. So we're going to go up these steps and see how far we can go. The signage said basically, in not so many words, that if you injure yourself, you're in trouble. It's just funny the way they worded it in about 2 or 3 sentences. Oh, looks like this is as far as you can go. So I don't know whether they're renovating or not. Oh no, wait, my mistake. Almost didn't see these steps then. So we might get a lovely view of the beaches of Machico any second now, but this definitely looks like as far as we can go. So here's the obligatory look at that as we gaze at the amazing view of both beaches and the harbour of Machico City. And this is the first time for me. We're still up the ramp a bit from the harbour, but this first time ever I've laid my eyes on prickly pears, this type of cactus. So cool. In Albufeira I did pass some, but I was unaware of what they were until afterwards. One over there that's in flower. You can see another prickly pear plant just on the hillside there overlooking the city. Here's a sight you don't see that often. It's a drinking fountain. See if it works. Eureka! It does. Right next to that drinking fountain is a rustic, impressive, ancient building, which is incidentally right in front of the apartment where I'm staying in. It's the Forte de Nossa Senhora de Amparo, so forgive my Portuguese pronunciation, but I think it means Fort of Our Lady of Amparo. So let's have a gander. Let's go inside it and I'll show it all to you in all its glory. Looks like there's a bit of a cafe here too. And those ancient cannons, don't they look cool? I think the metal structure is probably from the bygone days with it mounted on things to be wood. And just looking out from the fort, you can see back to the apartment where I'm staying in. My window is just to the top left of above the cafe there. That's my bedroom window, that is. And my mistake, it's not actually a cafe, it's a workspace. So here's some details of it there. So I must say that fort was rather interesting, even though it wasn't exactly how I thought it would turn out like. And now we'll just go right into the city and show you what's around the streets. Give you just as the atmosphere.